Hello. What's up? Okay. So, add your questions to the box. I look, y'all already ready. y'all already ready to put the questions in. Anyway, babies, add your questions to the chat. You can also add them to the comment section too. And after this, we are going to do a live moon cycle reading. So that's going to be fun too. Yay! Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm so excited. What is the energy like today? Okay, because baby, we got a full moon. Today is a full moon. We're going to talk more about that in the moon cycle reading. But what that means is that, it's time to we gotta let some stuff go, love. We have to let some stuff go. So the energy that's coming up right now is a sense of respect. I deserve respect. I don't know if anybody has been disrespecting you, or you feel like you're at a place in your life where you're like, look, I can't just tolerate any old thing all the time. That's the energy that's coming up. You're like, look, I want respect, whether that's from your job, whether that's from somebody that you're around, the people, the love that you have. You're like, look, I want respect. Okay, so let's start taking the questions. Okay, hi babies. I'm reading the chat. I want to know what my higher self is trying to tell me. Let's talk. Okay. What is their higher self trying to tell them? Okay. Your higher self is trying to tell you that you are ready. So you're looking for something to kind of be a sign to say, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? And your higher self is telling you, you're ready. It may not feel like you're ready. You might feel nervous or, just whenever you have to walk into something new, but you're ready. So just know that's what your higher self said. Oh, I love those kind of questions. Thank you, baby. Oh, hi. Sorry, had to set the intention first. Love that. Oh, yep, the snow days, baby. Okay, next one. My husband's something intention for me is he's loyal and he wants to divorce or reconcile. Okay, I don't know. Give that again, sweetheart. But a card fell out, so maybe this has to do with you. I'm a healer, something that has to do with it, like somebody doing some healing work there. Rewrite it. Rewrite the question that you have, Jaya. Okay, next question. Would absolutely love a relationship reading from Jess to Jess. Okay, Jess. Okay, let's see. Anything in store for Jess during this time? Anything in store for Jess during this relationship reading? Okay. What's in store in Jess's love life? I am sacred. So this is a heightened time where you're really knowing your value. I can change my thoughts. Also, the universe is coming out to say, if you want a different kind of love, a better type of love, you have to change your thoughts. You cannot judge everybody by the people that you used to be with or what you've been through. You have to become a new person too if you want to attract a new person. And also, baby, I'm going to give you one more just for the road. That you're ready. Look, okay, so I'm thinking, ready might be an ongoing theme, y'all, that you're ready. And look, here's the thing. You do not have to, things do not need to be perfect. A lot of times people feel like, oh, I'm gonna be ready when everything is perfect and I'm in control and I got confidence and da-da-da-da-da. No, not at all. You're ready when the universe says you're ready. Okay, so you're literally ready, but you have to let your feelings and your emotions and how you feel on the inside catch up to where you're at on the outside. Okay, let me see. Okay, y'all throwing questions at me now. Will my Sagittarius and I work out? Pretty lady 33. Pretty lady 33. Let's see. Will your Sagittarius and you work out? Okay. So this card came in reverse. It says, I speak highly of myself. Somebody in this connection, I don't know if it's you or them, they have like issues with like self-doubt. and self-worth. So I see your connection as being fine, but I could see a bit of self-sabotaging. Either I don't know whose end it's on, but just make sure that as long as they're healthy and balanced, as long as you are healthy and balanced and you have good self-esteem, everything will be okay. But just be very, very mindful of self-sabotage there and just move from that energy. Okay. Let's see. What's the next one? Okay. Is fashion, communications, and promotion the right career for me? Okay, sweetheart, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that when it comes to like questions like this, you have to make that decision. I can what you're wanting me to do is you want me to pull cards to tell you like this is going to be the perfect career for you. But really, I'm going to be very honest, it doesn't matter what the career is. It just matters that you like it. If you like it, it's the right thing for you. If you don't like it, if you feel like you're being forced into it, if you feel like, oh, you have to do it, then no. So maybe like think about it from the perspective of like, hey, if I make this move over here for, this new whatever, is it going to be easy? Is it going to be tough? Stuff like that. Whereas this is, it's up to you to co-create. I'll pull a card for you anyway. I am supported. So I don't know if you feel like you are not being supported here, and that is what's making you even question it. But I kind of get that this is something that you really want and that you really want to do. And you want to be sure that it's going to work out so that if you don't get the support in the way that you want it, you'll feel like, oh, it's okay. Sweetheart, it don't matter what anybody else says. If this is something that you want to do and you want to go after it, that is completely and okay and fine. You have to support yourself first. That's the most important thing. Thank you, baby, for asking that question. Hi, I want to help my Sag. Wow, we have a lot of questions with Sages right now. So Sages must be going through something. Hi, I want to help my Sag BF be motivated about his career and education. He is lost and depressed. Any advice? I'll pull a card for you, sweetheart, but this is something that they have to do for themselves. I can tell you that right now. You can't do it for them. You just have to give them the space to be able to do it for themselves. I am lovable, okay? So you have to understand that it's not your responsibility to be their motivator. Because if you get stuck in that loop of trying to motivate somebody else, they're going to make it your responsibility to do so. So I think from the perspective of what's coming up in the cards is that you just you want to be helpful as much as you possibly can. And you're like, look, I don't know what to do. Well, the best thing you can do is literally just love them where they're at, ask them questions, ask them what they need, and let them go on the journey on their own. Just let them go on that journey. Like, what do they need? What do they need? As long as they're still there for you as a supportive partner, that's fine, but they're going to have to do this on their own. And it says, I am a creator, but we have I am a creator in reverse. So the only thing you really can control is the things you create for yourself. You have to let them do that for themselves. Yeah, the Sagittarius they coming out today. They really working they're really working through some stuff today, okay? Let's see. Okay. Oh, thanks, Let's Talk. Thank you, baby. The respect part, okay. Respect part definitely resonates. Got it. Okay, Jaya, let's see what you say here. Will I have stable and committed relationship with my husband? Oh, Virat. Oh, okay. That's your husband's name. My bad. I didn't know what you were saying there. Will I have a stable and committed relationship with my husband? Okay. Will they have a stable and committed relationship with their husband? Why are you asking, baby? I mean, why not to ask, right? Like, I did say you could ask anything. So we see this card is coming up again. I speak highly of myself, baby. This is one thing I need to let you know, that if you are going to marry this person, or if you're already married to this person, you got to trust them. If you do not trust them, it's not going to work out. Even if there's really nothing that's going on the outside, what goes on the inside, that's the seed to everything. So you have to feel highly of yourself. You have to feel like, Look, my man would not cheat on me. Well, you know, for me, my girl would not cheat on me, but like my man would not cheat on me. Da 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 X, Y, Z, blah 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 blah. You gotta have that feeling. And then it says, I follow my heart. So I really want you to sit, and this is in reverse. So I want you to think about the moments that you felt like perhaps you had to compromise yourself. We have Libra here, and Libra, that is the sign of partnership. So you have to really think about the times. If you're getting red flag energy in what's going on with the dynamics with your husband or husband to be, I want you to just reconnect to yourself. Okay, reconnect to what is important for you, and don't be so worried about that, because it will resolve itself if you give it time to resolve itself. But I think that if you just keep going down like the rabbit hole of like, is it going to be like if you feel like there's some red flags, it might be trying to tell you something. Now that doesn't mean that somebody is cheating on you. It could mean that they're going through something on the inside that could eventually lead to poor behavior, or you're going through something on the inside that could lead to poor behavior. And poor behavior is not just cheating. It could be cheating. It could be disrespect. It could be like, not being mindful of what you're building together. So all of these things together. So you need to reconnect to your heart. You need to know that every time that you are in a situation with your husband, or you're around your husband, that you don't feel any red flags. If there's red flags, you need to explore that, possibly therapy or something else that could help and support in that. Thank you, baby, for asking. Okay, Natalia, how should I react to this situation with a Pisces? Baby, resubmit that one. Resubmit that question, sweetheart, so I can get it full. Hi, Jet. Dreamt of my ex of 5 years ago. Broke in December. So I guess that was you all broke up in December, baby? And there was a guru with us in the dream. Does this mean anything from the universe? I mean, gonna hop off and watch later. Much love. Okay, let's see. So what does this dream mean for them, with them and their ex, and this person who showed up in their dream? Is it anything significant? Anything significant here? Okay. I am connected, but we have I am connected in reverse. Okay, so there's a disconnect. So it represents a disconnect. So the first message that's coming across is that you're finally, even though you broke up a long time ago, you're finally understanding why you had to go through that breakup, that, situation, in order to learn something, in order, like the person who showed up in your dreams, they showed up as a person, as how you describe them, as a guru, as a sign of wisdom, because to you that would denote, oh, this is a wise person. And you had this person that you were in a relationship with, y'all broke up, but there's still a little bit of a connectivity that has been kind of just floating in the background of your life. But now you finally realize, oh, okay, this is why I went through this. And it's something that is a wisdom thing. It's a wise thing. I think the reason why you're asking is like, oh, does this mean I should get back with this person? I don't think that's what that means, to be honest with you. I am perceptive. It's basically saying that through the duration of the interactions that you all had together, there were a lot of times that maybe you or they disconnected from their intuition, or chose kind of not to see what was right in front of them. And it's almost like you don't really learn until you kind of get hurt. Like if you put your hand over the stove, if it's not on and someone's like, hey, it'll be real hot if you rest your hand there, you'll try to remember, but it is what it is. But if the stove is hot, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to do that. And you might walk around with a burn on your hand for a while, still lingering. So I'm kind of creating the analogy for you to understand that you have to see things as they are. Don't make up anything, else, or what they call is don't have rose-colored glasses, which is remembering the past in a different way. Finally, you're letting go and you're freeing yourself from this. So kind of don't take it as different than what it is. It's actually just a moment for you to be able to connect to this energy. I can change my thoughts. Yep. So if you want to be successful in any relationship that you have in the future, you have to let go of that piece of you that is still similar to that person who was in a relationship with that other person. It's time for you to change. This dream was to let you know, like, you can change your thoughts. You can change, how you reflect on things, or how you interact. Thank you, baby. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, MC Messages. I love these names, babies. Does CAB, ooh, is that like an acronym? Is that their like first, middle, and last name? I love that. Does CAB have romantic feelings for me? Or think of me as much as I think of her? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Does CAB have romantic feelings for them? Romantic feelings. Romantic feelings. I am supported. Okay. I am lovable. I'm gonna switch decks here. Okay. Look, we all leaning into it now. We're like, does Cam feel that way? Do they feel that way towards you? We want to know how this story ends. Do they feel that way? Okay. And one more. Thank you. Oh. Okay. So many cards are jumping out, and I was like, stop pulling all these cards. So, you feel very connected to this person because you feel like they check off a lot of boxes for you. That's what's coming up with these two. They make you feel lovable and they make you feel supported, or at least your idea of them, your idea of who this person is. They're a little bit more reserved with their feelings, though. They're a little bit more reserved on how they share, and that's why it's a little bit hard for you to read them or to understand if they feel the same way about you. Sometimes it just depends. Somebody could be cool and chill as a friend and very out there and a flirty friend, but when it comes to partnerships, they might be a little bit different. They might be a little bit more reserved. So you're trying to kind of see, can I see what's underneath there? So we have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands. So basically it's saying that if you want it for you, if you want them like the way that you're saying that you want them, or you're I like this person, they're saying your actions need to demonstrate that. So you need to just go talk to them. You need to say something to them, and you don't have to be creepy with it. Like, oh my gosh, I think about you every moment. I know it's like creepiness is like on the border of romance. For the right person, it's so romantic, and for the wrong person, it's like, okay, you're being creep. But just try to spend a little bit more time with them. See if they would be open to you all having a virtual date, or if you already spend time with each other, maybe it's one of those things where it's it's just y'all two. If it's just y'all two, would it be more of intimate, romantic, nurturing kind of thing? And it's saying also during this time, you need to be very, very nurturing with your thoughts. Do not doubt yourself. Do not feel like it might even be like this person is already kind of telling you that they like you, but you just have to be very nurturing with your thoughts during this time. And that's how you can connect with them as well too, to be nurturing with your thoughts. And that's going to be a close connection with you both. So yeah, go ahead and say something. Go ahead and say something to them. Let's see. Okay. I'm just catching up on the chat, y'all. We have about a couple more minutes. I'm going to take as many as I can, babies. Oh, y'all heard me laughing at the Sagittarius. These Sagittarius are coming up today, baby. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to jump in. Okay. Okay, Sybil, we're gonna do you, baby. Hey, yeah. I just finished a major project I'm proud of, but seems to get little attention. Will my work/talent bring me success soon? Okay. Already the message that's coming across is delayed gratification. You may not get instant gratification, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be successful. So will their work, particularly or specifically this project, will this bring them success? We have the Page of Wands. So they're saying you're at the beginning of this momentum of the quality of work you're presenting. So don't hinge. Don't like put everything, all your eggs in one basket, meaning like don't put all your thoughts and your feelings into this one project as this has to be the success of all successes. Then we also have the Fool card. So a part of this journey is you need to just be having fun. If you're not having fun, like say you're doing something, you do it well, but have fun so that if there's times where it's not received in the way that you want it to be received, you're just like, who cares? Who cares? And just continue to produce that information out there. Oh, thank you, MC Messages. Thank you, baby. And then we have the 8 of Cups, which is this energy of you have to follow your emotions, your feelings towards this. It's like you're highly sensitive to the criticism of, if your work is not being received with the level of appreciation that you put into it. But don't worry about it. This is actually a time for you to have fun. So I know it's kind of hard to kind of disconnect here, but just disconnect. Disconnect from it. Disconnect and just have fun. Just continue to pump that work out in the way that you need it to be produced. Good question, baby. Okay. Hi, will me and him work out, and will my goals for the future happen? Oh, okay. So you just want to know is, will your life be great? I feel like that's what it is. Will my life be great? So let's start with, will you and him, okay. Will you and him work out? Will you and him work out? Will you and him work out? Strength. It's a very trying relationship, baby. Let me see. Empress, which is you. And 6 of Pentacles. I think yes. I could see it as this person makes you stronger and this person makes you balanced. So I see it as yes. Like, I think this will work out for you. And will my goals for the future happen? Oh, okay. So will my goals for the future happen? I'm seeing the 6 of Pentacles, this balance. Let me see. Will their goals for the future happen? Well, the goals that you have right now. Thank you, Sybil. Thank you, baby. Well, the goals that you have right now. The 9 of Wands. You're going to work very hard and you're going to reap the benefits from these goals you have now. Now, baby, pay attention. I want you to know that goals change over time. So the goals that you have right now that you're working towards, here, let me show you. The goals that you have right now that you're working towards, they will come to be. But just know that when you go through life, you're going to have new goals, and that's going to be new things too. But for what you have right now in your energy and your feelings, yeah, it's, they're going to work out. They're going to work out. Okay. Let me see. Hi, Jet. I'm in between jobs. Didn't know what to do. Please give me some guidance. Okay, Rachel. Let's see. Let me see. And I'm going to take one more after Rachel. In between jobs, any guidance, universe, to guide them to their path of where they are going to go and grow into. What is there for them? We have the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and we again have the Strength card. So here it is. Do not beat yourself up over the situation that you're in, because the way that you feel can be worse than the actual situation that's kind of popping up. So kind of separate that. What you need to do is use what you have in front of you to get where you need to go right now. So if you have, saved a little bit of money to the side, or maybe you have to go and, get maybe a lesser job you don't like, or maybe you are really good at freelancing or something like that. Be very strategic, be very wise with this. But this is also a time where you can balance. You're not in as bad of a situation as it may feel like, but you can balance. Like whatever you have in front of you, you can make it work out to you. And this is strength. Understand that you are stronger than you know. This is a temporary time. It's not going to last that long at all. But the way you treat yourself, this is a moment the universe is giving you so that you see how you treat yourself. Now, based off of like the moon cycle that's going to be happening next, I'm going to hop into that next. This is a time where Mercury being in Capricorn, being it in retrograde, it pivoting from Capricorn to Aquarius. By the time that Mercury is outside of retrograde, which will be towards the beginning of February, you'll be very clear in a new path working wise. You'll probably learn some information before then as well. But this is kind of one of those time periods, especially in those signs of Capricorn and Aquarius, your social networks, as well as like the infrastructure of things, meaning like, work and things like that. That'll come up during this time, but you're going to be fine. But really like focus on this Two of Pentacles. There are things that you're good at that you can make money doing, and you should be doing this now. You will get another job, that is completely fine, but this is also a time of discovery for you. Well, babies, I really enjoyed this reading. Okay, I had a great time. If you want to continue this party, woo, go ahead and hop over to the moon cycle reading. That's going to get started right now so that we can see what's coming up today. Of course, we have a full moon today, so we're going to talk about that too. But I will see you in literally 3 seconds. Okay, bye. Love you, babies. Come back next week. Okay. Bye.